welcome to the Aussie and Fancy Show, UFC 217 edition. Wait, what number? Did you make a 7? Oh,
that's 7.
That's 7? I'll make a 2 and 1. Anyway, that wasn't planned, which is why that didn't work really well. We're going to talk through the main card of this epic
This is huge.
epic fight card.
Return to the Madison Square Garden.
Yes. And before I forget, if anybody is going to be in New York City for UFC 217, please come out to the Metro PCS stage and say hi to me and just, tell me what a fan you are of the Aussie and Fancy Show. Mostly just of the Aussie part of it, but that's cool too. We can talk about that. So I'll be there. I'll be on stage for 6 hours. Come say hi.
6 hours? Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
6 hours. I'm a little nervous because I've never just talked for 6 hours straight. But
Well, you're about to.
I'm about to. We're gonna find out if I'm any good at that or not. So,
First fight of the main card, we have the big rig, Johnny Hendricks versus Paulo Borrachinha.
the sometimes too big rig.
Yeah.
And newsflash, I got an email yesterday that Paulo Borrachinha no longer wants to be called Borrachinha because that was his nickname. Which apparently in Portuguese, someone will surely correct me if I'm wrong, means little eraser. Or little razor? Little eraser. It was a very confusing email. And he wants to be called the Razor in English. But when he says it on the recording that they have sent to everyone, it sounds like he's saying he wants to be called the Eraser, but we're pretty sure he means the thing that cuts. So we're all internally going with the Razor. So now he's just Paulo Costa.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway.
No one cares about any of that.
I'm just surprised I got the pronunciation
You
right.
did it. I mean,
Anyway,
good on you, mate.
we're going to go. I'm going to start off with Johnny Hendricks.
We'll find out later today.
He has a bit of a weight cut issue. He was the former welterweight champion, lost to Robbie Lawler.
Yep.
Then he went on a string of missing weight, was forced up to 185, made weight, and he just missed weight.
Yeah,
His last fight
I wouldn't-
against, what's it against? Tim Bosch.
Tim Bosch. I was like, blonde, Tim Bosch.
Yes. How do you go up a weight division and still miss weight?
I'm not
Like,
gonna.
I feel like maybe he has like an adrenal gland issue.
No, I was there for that one, and he told me in our interview before the weigh-ins or after the weigh-ins, I should say, that he was sick that week and that he spiked some crazy fever, and
ate 10 pounds of food.
They took his temperature right then, and it was fine. And I don't know. I'm not gonna call someone. I'm never gonna say someone is a liar, but Johnny definitely needs to get his SHIT together. I could just say shit. Johnny needs to get his shit together. And this is so crucial for him, this fight.
He's lost 5 out of his last 7 fights. I feel like he moved to Jackson Wink for this fight, which
Yes.
I thought was really interesting. But I don't know how much that'll do against Paulo Costa. So I honestly don't know if he has a big enough name that if he loses this fight, he gets cut off. Because I feel like maybe
with the weight issues,
Yeah.
I think I'm worried. I'm worried for his job if he loses his fight. So
and
this is
misses weight.
And one or the other. If he misses weight and wins, I'm still kind of worried, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But he did just take out a big rising star, so maybe not. But Paulo Costa, super exciting guy.
Yes, undefeated Brazilian prospect.
Yeah.
Hasn't really fought anyone. Excuse me, but his last fight was against Oluwase Bang.
Bambose.
Yes. That was a
Bambose.
crazy.
Sorry, Bambose.
That was a crazy fight.
Yes.
This is his first really big test. I think this fight is really going to come down to whether he can deal with the pressure, the power, and the takedown attempts that I'm guessing Hendricks is going to take because Paulo has power.
He does have
That's
power.
his thing.
And he has a lot of pressure himself.
Yes.
So I forgot to say this as well, because I'm working this card, I am not allowed to make predictions about these fights, but I will offer my opinion on what may or may not happen. So she gets to do all the predictions this time. I think Bahashini or Costa is going to pressure. I think Hendricks is going to pressure, and I can see this being over relatively quickly. I don't know.
I honestly feel like Hendricks isn't. He's kind of not like he used to be.
Correct.
He used to be super fast in the clinch.
Yeah.
Like his dirty boxing was phenomenal. He's got great power. I feel that that's what he used to be when he was the champ. He's not anymore. And I feel like a lot of the fights, the tolls, like the wars, are taking its toll on his body. And I just feel like he's slowed down a lot, and he hasn't really looked too impressive in his last few outings. I'm actually going to go with Paulo on this one. I think he's a young, hungry fighter, phenomenal power. But I think what really comes down for him is, can he stop the takedown?
Yep.
So that's what I'm going to go with.
All right, and I'm not going to go.
On to the next fight.
So on to the next fight. I've got to pull my card
We
there.
have Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Jorge Masvidal.
Yes. I'm so
I think that this
super pumped for this fight.
could be potential fight of the night.
Yeah.
Really dependent on if Wonderboy engages or not.
Yes.
Because he is a counter striker. He's a very unorthodox, wide stance, karate / taekwondo style of striking. He actually has very good takedown defense.
Mm-hmm. Extremely good.
Extremely good.
It's kind of like
His counter fighting is kind of like, so he's coming off 2 losses, a draw and a loss to the champ, Tyron Woodley, and the first fight was exciting. Second fight, I was there for that. It was boring as fuck. I'm sorry. They literally, like, you have 2 counter fighters, and they've already fought before. It nullifies both their games.
Yeah.
So
In this case, Masvidal versus Thompson, it's like you've got this specialist in Thompson who is such a good striker. Good other places, but really, he's a striker.
Yes.
And he's got a particular style of striking that is highly unusual. It's very, very effective, hard
And
to
it's
train
dangerous.
for. And then you've got Masvidal, who's kind of a generalist. He's a jack of all trades. He is good everywhere.
He's a gangster.
He's not, if you had to say who's the better striker, personally, I would vote Thompson. But you've got Masvidal, who it's just a very different style.
He's a scrapper.
Of striking. Yeah, he is.
He's a scrapper, and he always comes to fight, which is what I like about him.
Yeah.
Did you see his confrontation with Bisping?
I did. He for sure comes to fight, even
What's
out of
that
his
about?
weight
like,
class.
I know he's said shit about Bisping before, but like, you're both cutting weight.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I love that they were both like wearing beanies and in the middle of the lobby.
Looking miserable in the middle of the lobby. I know. I wish I could have been. Apparently, it was because Masvidal said something negative about, or no, Bisping said something negative about one of Masvidal's fights on Twitter, and then
Yeah, but you can't get angry about that, Masvidal. You talk shit all the fucking time on Twitter
Yeah.
to people. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, so Masvidal started it, I think, by calling Bisping a coward, and
Yeah,
Bisping's not going to back down if you throw jabs
definitely not.
verbally.
Masvidal, on the other hand, he's coming off a loss. No, he lost to Damian Maia, who his teammate Colby just beat
Yes.
last week. He's 4-3 since moving to welterweight, which it looks like it's gone well for him. He has great wins over Cerrone, Jake Ellenberger. That was a crazy first round finish against Cerrone. That was
It
in
was.
Denver, wasn't it?
Yes. I believe
I'm
it
pretty
was
sure
Denver.
I'm sure someone will correct me.
I know, we screwed that one up last video. Sorry, guys.
I
think I
actually feel that this is going to be stand-up battle. Masvidal doesn't really like to go for the takedowns. I think if he can't catch on to Wonderboy's timing, he's going to try and take it down, I feel. And if he's losing it and he can't get in and out with that really long range, I think the key for Masvidal is pressure.
Yeah.
If he
Put
can
him against the fence.
If he can pressure Thompson and cut him off in the cage and don't let him move, he'll be successful.
Yeah.
Whereas Wonderboy, on the other hand, he needs to establish that range, keep that jab, use those kicks to keep Masvidal at bay. I'm actually going to go with Masvidal on this one.
Yeah, I definitely think the key for Masvidal.
He wants to bring this. He wants to fight. He's going to bring it. Like he's said in multiple.
Oh, he's a gangster.
Multiple interviews that he's just like, he sees Wonder Boy running and he's going to try and bring the fight to him.
If there's ever been someone who epitomizes the word gangster, and I mean gangster in the best possible way because we are talking about fighting here, it's Masvidal. I mean, he is a guy who
He's literally gives zero fucks.
he's kind of scary, honestly. When I have to interview him or be around him in media, I'm
intimidating.
he's so intimidating. I'm just like, can I ask, please don't be mad at me. Please don't yell at me, sir. Very intimidating, but an excellent fighter. I'm a fan of both. So I'm not picking.
I'm going to go with Masvidal because I can. Next one, we have our first title fight of the night. We have the women. I feel like she's also a gangster. Joanna, is it Young Jacek?
Yes.
See, got that right.
Good job.
She's actually ranked number 7 pound for pound rankings. It's pretty cool.
That's very cool. It's actually kind of surprised she's not a little bit higher. I bet if she wins, she might scoot up those rankings.
Versus Thug Rose Namajunas, who is ranked number 4. This is crazy. So Rose, she's a tough and Invicta alumni. She's already fought. She fought once at the tough finale against Carla Esparza for the belt. So she's been in this position before, which I think helps her. Yeah. She's fought for the title before. Joanna is a different animal, though. Look how she just destroyed Carla Esparza.
Yeah,
like finished her standing.
Yes.
She's 14-0. She's undefeated. She's a phenomenal Muay Thai kickboxer.
And if she
used to be a world champion, is she? Or something?
Yes. And if she wins, she will tie Ronda Rousey's record for the number of title defenses by a female champion, which is a pretty cool record, and would love to see her. It's not that I want Rose to lose. I'm just talking strictly in terms of records. I would love to see her make that and surpass Ronda's record.
So normally in her past previous fights, she's been the taller fighter. She's got a really long reach for the division. However, she doesn't have that against Rose.
Rose is pretty tall.
She's tall, lanky herself. I actually feel this is a really...
Which is funny hearing you call someone who's 5'6" tall. I think she's 5'6" or 5'7". 5'6".
I'm actually really interested to see how this fight goes because Joanna, look for her to set up the jab and the leg kick. That low kick is there all day. Look how she just destroyed Andrade's leg in that last round. It was literally like a striking clinic. She's fast, she's crisp, she's precise. I feel like she's lost a little bit of her power. I know she's had surgery on her hand twice now, so I feel like maybe she also has really great takedown defense. She was really smart about that. She knew she was a phenomenal striker for the division, so she moved to ATT.
Yeah.
And, been working with, is it Mike Brown?
Yes.
Look at me go.
Damn. Encyclopedia over here.
She is the only fighter in the UFC to top 200 significant strikes in an entire fight on 2 separate occasions.
That's pretty crazy. That is output right there. That is she does not slow one iota. It is her, yes, technique for days in every department that there is in MMA. But then add to that unstoppable, limitless cardio. Yeah. The woman does not slow down at all.
Like, I see her looking to pressure early, watch for the high kick. She likes pressure against the cage, and she likes to tee off. She has that real, she likes to punches and bunches.
Yep. Rose though is tricky, and that's where I think
this is an interesting match.
Yeah, and to me, that's Rose's easiest or most clear path to victory is to find
be unorthodox.
Find that rare moment when Joanna might be making a little bit of a mistake or underestimating Rose, and Rose does a good job. Unlike Andrade and unlike
stand right
Gedalia.
Yeah.
She doesn't shoot power doubles. Rose doesn't. She'll trip you from the clinch.
Yes.
And take your back. And taking the back is where Rose is really, really good, getting those rear naked chokes.
Yes.
So I think that's her clearest path to victory.
She is a very sneaky ground game. She sets up her takedowns very well.
See what I just did? Look at her react. I don't either. I wish I could delete that.
We have a trumpet over here. a lot of her wins have come by decision or submission.
She's got good striking.
The only problem I see with Rose's striking, she's very elusive, she's very long, but she's very lead leg heavy.
Yeah.
Which I can see Joanna timing that and eating up that leg, so it's going to be harder for her to come in on the inside. I think this is really interesting to see, like, how tricky Rose can be with her takedown setups, and if she can get Joanna to the ground and keep her there, because Joanna has very good get up skills. Like, look at her last fight. Andrade literally picked her up over her head, put her up, and she was literally up, like, not even 10 seconds
like
later.
you expend all this energy for a takedown for nothing.
Your opponent to just stand up.
Yeah. Which personally, at that point, I think you shouldn't even count it as a takedown, but that's a whole different discussion.
I don't know. I'm going to. Did you actually? I'm going to bring that up. Did you see the controversy that Joanna had? Like, was it last week about the whole mental health comments? I was like, oh my god.
Yes.
I think maybe it was like a.
It's gotta be
a cultural thing. Because, like, I feel like there is a difference between having being strong in your mental game, and then mental health. Because I feel like she was trying to talk about Rose, not her mental game, isn't as strong as hers, but it kind of came out. She said that she was mentally broken. I'm like, you kind of don't really say that to someone.
Yeah, I'm sincerely hoping that particular phrasing was just a little bit lost in translation, which is a legitimate thing, can easily happen when you're not, cultural nuance, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, if she did mean that, then that's not cool.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't, I don't know, you don't attack someone.
She kind of like, so you want,
personal.
she's always been really in your face. Like in the stand-outs, in the interviews, she's
Pretty
always
aggressive.
trying to make it personal. And I feel like you can make it personal and talk about like mental games and mind games and fighting, but like maybe not bring up mental health.
Agreed. That's just kind of.
I'm actually going to go with Rose on this one.
Ooh.
My head says Joanna, but my heart says Rose, and I don't know why. I don't know. I have a feeling about Rose.
Wow, what an incredible moment that would be.
That would be a Ronda Holly Holm moment.
It would totally be a Ronda Holly Holm. Wow.
There's a part of me that wants Joanna to tie the record. That I really like. I want Rose to win.
It's funny because and I'm sure you're the same way. Rarely is there ever a fight where I'm like, I want that person to lose.
Yeah.
I'm almost always so happy either way and so sad either way as well. Just because I think anytime you've competed in that sport, like you know what's on the line for everyone.
Yeah.
Even if they're an asshole, you still kind of like feel bad when they lose. At least that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single person I'm like, heh. Anyway, maybe you can. We won't go there.
Not gonna lie, Colby Covington got on a lot of people's nerves after last weekend.
Yes. Colby, wow.
Anyway, that's for another day.
That is for another day when he's on the card.
Yeah. Our co-main event, Cody No Love Garbrandt versus TJ.
Cody's got no love.
The Snake.
The Snake.
Dillashaw, as termed by the Team Alpha Male guys. Yeah. This is going to be an emotional fight, I feel.
I'm probably most excited for this fight on the
There
whole
is
card.
a lot. There is no love lost between these two. Like, these two absolutely hate and despise each other.
And it's gotten worse, because did you see, dang, I'm going to forget his name, but the jiu-jitsu coach at Alpha Male.
Oh, Holdsworth.
Thank you. Chris Holdsworth just went on the MMA Hour and
said,
straight out said
TJ was the reason.
TJ was the reason this is all happening, and that TJ was taking some special supplements, and that people knew, and I'm like, oh my god, really? Fight week, you're going to drop this bomb?
I heard that they might, there's footage, there is supposed footage of Cody knocking TJ out in training.
And they're going to release it.
And they're going to release it the day before the fight. Like, they're going to sell it for TMZ or something like that.
I'm sorry,
so,
part of me loves that. I love the dramas.
Yeah.
When I'm not involved in them.
I really feel like it's going to be like, can can Cody not get emotional? Because he's an emotional, hot-headed guy.
Super. Man, his fight with Dominic Cruz.
That was insane.
I mean, they had a lot of crap talking beforehand
But
too.
he was cool, calm, and collected. He was as cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, and watching him fight Dominic Cruz, I think was. I mean, I've been a fan of his for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And I just remember watching that fight and thinking, holy cow, he's
phenomenal. He's
real
fast.
deal.
So I see Cody setting up everything behind the jab. He actually has some solid low kicks too. He's got good takedowns. He's got good takedown defense. Obviously, he's got to when he's at Team Alpha Male.
Yeah.
But he's going to try and set up that right hand. And I think what's going to be key for him is if he doesn't get too emotional. Because if he gets emotional, he's going to be swinging. He's going to tire himself out. He has phenomenal power.
How's he not going to be emotional in
So,
this fight? That's
no.
what I'm like.
He has the most knockdowns in UFC history. He has 11 knockdowns. That's insane.
at bantamweight.
Yes.
That's
crazy power.
Crazy. But
TJ
Dillashaw,
on the other hand.
they're very similar fighters. It's hard to break down this fight because they should be because they used to be teammates, but
Yeah.
very similar fight styles, very similar
He's
in terms of what they're good at.
I would say he's more of a wrestler and ground
Yeah.
and pound guy. He
Yeah.
likes top control. He likes to damage you on the ground.
That's fair.
He actually does a really good job at switching stances. He switches effortlessly. Look at his fights with was it Burrell?
I don't remember. I'm not gonna dare say.
I'm not
I'll
going to say
get corrected.
when he won the title, he switched effortlessly. And his pressure on the cage is great. He knows his range, and he sits there in the pocket, and he's constantly in and out drawing and switching stances.
Say that word again.
Drawing.
There you go. He's drawing.
But I actually am really interested to see how he approaches this fight if he tries to change his style a little bit because they obviously know him and his fighting style.
Yeah.
They've been training with them for such a long time. So
It's
I
been
really,
a while though, so it's been a while that you
I
can develop
actually
some new techniques.
feel like for TJ, he knows Cody's strength. Cody's going to try and box with him, mix up his striking for that power shot with his right hand. I actually feel like if TJ wants a win, he has to constantly change his game plan throughout the fight and keep Cody guessing so he can't catch on to what he's doing. Because Cody has very good fight IQ.
I'm so excited for this fight.
So am I. I'm actually going to go Cody.
I love it.
I love how he has that Maddox, the kid who survived cancer that
Oh my gosh,
he
I know.
fights for.
So cool.
So nice.
So cool. And he's got his own baby on the way. How exciting is that?
Was it I'm pretty sure it
Yeah,
was it a boy?
I think it's
Yeah.
a boy.
Ah, little baby no love.
I know, little baby no love. And
Well, I feel like it would be a baby love because people would love him though.
oh yeah, that baby's gonna have love. Baby lots of love. That'd be cute.
Okay, our main event of the evening. Michael the Count Bisping versus Georges Rush St. Pierre. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Rush is a pretty gay. Pretty stupid fight name. Like, you have, of all the things you could come up with, really? Rush? Come on, guys. Let's think about this a little.
Megan still needs a nickname, so feel free to
It's not.
offer up
You
some
know,
suggestions.
actually, on the UFC website, on Fight Pass, I
They give you
looked.
one?
It has me down as a Wolverine. I was like, I've never heard of that in my life. I don't know.
Corey probably. Our producer at Invicta is constantly making up nicknames for people without their permission, and every once in a while they've actually made it to the broadcast, and we've had a couple fighters get pretty pissed off about it. But anyway,
Anyway, this is a
That's
classic
what's
wrestler versus striker. GSP has fought the best of the best
Everyone.
in his time.
Yeah.
Which was 4 years ago.
which in MMA is
It's a long
in the
time.
eternity.
But, you know, in interviews he said he had demons that he had to battle and he had to go, he was in a dark place. So maybe it's just like, we got a Machida. It's great for him. Anyway, I actually feel like the size difference is going to play a huge role here. He's had 4 years off, coming up a weight division against a guy. He was huge for the
He is a
185
massive
division.
middleweight. You were saying that you had breakfast with
I
him.
had breakfast with him once, and like our management team, and like I didn't think he was as big as he was.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god,
I did.
Like he's a solid guy. Like he's big.
Yeah, I worked with him on the Fox desk once, and anybody over 5'11" looks huge to me. So yes, I agree.
Thank you. This is a classic, like Michael, durable. He's gritty. He has a super high strike rate. He's got good takedown defense. He's known for his cardio. Look for him to set up the jab. He's obviously not going to want to look for him for his knees and the right uppercut, because he's going to try and throw them when GSP shoots. I really feel like,
Keep talking. There are a couple stats I want to pull up. Sorry,
know.
I need to look at my phone.
if GSP can't get the takedown and top position, he loses this fight, I think. But I've also had people say that if GSP comes back, the same GSP is what he was when he left, like, he beats him. But
that's the part I'm kind of fascinated about, is what version of GSP are we going to see here? I mean, are we going to see something new? It's 4 years. You can completely
change your game in 4
change
years.
your game in 4 years. 4 years.
Maybe he worked with his striking a little bit. I hope so.
I would, it would be cool to see. I'm gonna play out two scenarios. I think honestly, again, it's another situation where I'll be super excited if either guy wins, because it's so historic for either person in either situation. I would love to see GSP get a finish, because he was not exactly known for his number of finishes. I would love to see Michael Bisping
get a finish, because he's not exactly known for his finishes. So he feels that a win over GSP kind of solidifies his greatest of all time
People
status.
can quit talking as much. Now, argument could be made, you're yet again fighting someone who didn't work their way up the middleweight rankings. But I mean,
I really don't think Bisping cares about that.
I don't think he does. Yeah, I don't think he does either.
People think GSP is the greatest welterweight of all time. Like, I don't know. I'm actually going to go with Bisping on this one. I actually feel like the size advantage is going to be too much. I feel like the size advantage is going to help Bisping with the takedown defense.
Yeah,
because he's going to be stronger. He's going to be bigger. Like, GSP is going to have to work harder.
Yeah. I just want to read a couple stats that stuck out to me. So, this is going to be Bisping's 28th UFC bout, and now
Which he ties with
Jim Miller for the all-time number of UFC appearances, which is
Bisping
incredible.
is the most winningest fighter in the UFC at 20 wins. GSP is behind him at 19. So if GSP wins, he ties Bisping.
Stole my stats. That's what's so cool about this. Is like you've got two guys who have more victories inside the octagon than anyone else in the history of the company.
I think they have like a combined 55s or like over 55s or something like that.
And Bisping,
that's insane.
And they each have a crazy amount of cage time. Bisping's cage time is like 5 hours and 30 minutes. I mean,
I do not want to be.
That's a lot of mileage. So just the history coming into this fight, the history that will be made. I'm so excited to see this.
This is going to be an exciting card.
Yeah.
Every fight on this card is exciting. Look at the main event of the prelims is Vic versus Joe Duffy.
Yes, James Vic.
That's going to be a crazy fight.
Biggest lightweight I've ever seen. I'm pointing this way because he's over there. I thought James Krause was a big lightweight, and then I met James Vic, and he's like 6'7". He's not 6'7", but he's like 6'3" or 4.
Well, that's our breakdown of UFC 217.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the fights.
And go see Laura if you're there.
Yes, come see me if you're there. Come say hi.
Okay.